Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is me Sayesh Ujatula, your educator. Today, in various series of lectures with regard to assistant environment engineer post, we are today discussing the ethanol blending. It has been in the news. It has to be there in the news because India imports much of its crude oil requirements, much of its natural gas requirements, okay, from other countries. And I have to also tell you, it is very important for the paper 1 current affair. The Strait of Hormuz is there, no, where the Iran is now harboring on it and not allowing the ship to come to India, whatever it is. The global supply chain is disrupted or not? Yes, disrupted. So Strait of Hormuz, from that 50% of our crude oil will come. So that is the reason we are getting impacted a lot, and that is the reason what is happening is every other week we are seeing hike in the prices of fuel. Remember one point, for the examination point of view, please try to find out that because it is technical also in our examination, try to find out what is the difference between petrol, diesel, what is the difference between natural gas, okay, which is like we are having LPG, we are having CNG is there. Okay, all of these replies, please try to find out the difference between all of these that is going to come in the examination. Go into the technicality, like not just like the application and whether it is efficient or not. Go into what the little bit of quantity, little bit of density, like that. That is the demand of the examination. That is what I am saying. Today we are talking about ethanol blending. Why? Because in our syllabus we are having energy sources. I guess chapter number 2 or 3 is having energy sources that we have to complete. Obviously the energy sources that we are having are very limited in nature, apart from what coal is in very much abundance and we can use it for another 400 years. That is not a problem. But with regard to other energy resources, either they are untapped, okay, like thorium resource are there which has not been untapped yet, geothermal is there, not been untapped yet, and there are some resources we are working on it, like solar we are working, right or wrong, tidal we are working, okay, and we are working with regard to what electric vehicle. Some other energy sources are also there. We are working nothing but battery storage system, we call them as battery storage system. And again, as because it's a technical examination also, remember this point, battery storage systems comes under what sizes and how the conversion take place with regard to what this whatever the heat, electrical energy is converted into heat energy. However, this all is happening, please try to find out, and that is the demand of the examination. Okay, right, today we are talking about ethanol blending. It is in the news and we have to know all about the ethanol blending, right? And this is how the ethanol looks like. This is how the ethanol looks like, a cream color, like yellow color liquid, and it is blend with what, petrol. That is what we are getting. Okay, obviously in 1 liter petrol, if you see, okay, 1 liter petrol in my bike, exactly 1 liter will be there. Suppose 20% ethanol will be blended, so obviously I am saving 20% or not? Yes, I am saving 20%. So why we are doing all this saving, why we are trying to blend it? As simple as that we do not have that much of energy resources. That's why we need to bring in more energy resources in order to make sure that the domestic demand in our country has to be satisfied. I guess this is all clear to you. A small advertisement for 1 minute, and very important for all of you to hear also. 2,499 I am giving a course of 45 days. Okay, every day 2 hours we are doing, 1.5 hour of lecture, 1 hour of what half an hour is doubt clarification, yesterday's recap, etc. We do basically, we'll try to do 2 hours all the time. Morning bad timings are given, evening bad timings are given, and you have to call to this number to connect to me, or one of my associates is there, you can connect to him. Okay, they will talk to you, and they will, if you want to talk to me directly, you can, same number is there, he will give me for sure. Okay, so last date to apply is July 17, and from date 10, after 10th onwards, after tomorrow onwards, you can go on applying. Okay, please, girls out there, first come first serve is there. Please also make sure that, okay, you apply at the earliest, so that you will get the center very near, so that you can study up to the gate till you go, and does not have any problem with regard to what reaching the center also, right? Right. So my aim is very simple, to get you more than 220 plus marks in this particular concerned subject. That is going to be a ranking subject in the examination. Even if you do little bit not so good, then also this subject will help you out. One more important point here is that in the paper 1 is having what, Telangana current affairs are there. Anyhow, on my Telangana exam center channel, I have been covering the Telangana exam center Telangana current affairs in the time of CM Revant Reddy became the CM. So obviously he is there for the next 2 years. So whatever the current affairs that we are going to study, it is related to CM Revant Reddy sirs and his various policies. So this particular Telangana current affairs, no one in Hyderabad has covered actually, and from the Telangana current affairs, nearly about 20 to 25 questions will come in the total 150, and lot of questions may come in the environment with regard to what Telangana tourism policy is there, Telangana eco policy is there. In that also questions may come. So make sure that if you are being a part of it, I'm going to give this Telangana current affair free, because I have already taught you all the current affairs since the time of CM Revant Reddy became the Chief Minister of this state. Okay, so I have all the compilations of it, so no need to worry about it. And if you're missing out 20 to 25 questions with regard to, and even adding little bit 5 to 10 questions in the paper 2, if you're missing out 35 to 40 questions, just imagine a point here that someone with me studying 38 to 45 are getting more marks, and you are still compiling all the things and being the zone of what history, politics, etc. Everyone will study that subject. So it is very important that you have to also concentrate on the aspects which are like which are going to be the key differences, which are going to be the ranking and non-ranking. Non-rankers will have the difference. So make sure that you be a part of my program and study well in the live classes, in the real live classes, then take the recordings, study all the current affairs. Otherwise it is very difficult. Without current affairs, going into the examination is as futile as that you have not written the examination, not prepared for the examination as such. Okay, so let us begin. Okay, and I hope that you are doing well, and please be safe, please be indoor. 3 months you cover all the syllabus, go to the examination, don't skip the things that I have told you, right? What does blending actually means, why we are actually learning it? Okay, this is important because India has removed the excise duty on new higher ethanol petrol blends. With petrol we are adding ethanol. This is called as what? Blending. This is called as what? Blending. India has removed excise duty. Is where excise duty is a duty which is levied on what? Manufacturing. Any manufacturing process will go into what? Excise duty. Excise duty, all of these has been already submerged under GST, but state excises are also there. State excises are still existing. Okay, so India has removed the excise duty on new higher ethanol petrol blends. Means if you are having like a petrol, if you are giving a petrol which is having like 50% of ethanol, petrol plus 70% of ethanol, petrol plus 80% of ethanol, okay, then you don't have to pay the excise duty for it. Okay, it means you can get more profits. So you can see that India has removed the excise duty on new higher ethanol blends, widening tax support for the fuels above the existing. If any oil manufacturing company or petroleum exporting companies, petroleum oil marketing companies, OMCs, we call them as OMCs, if any of the oil marketing or petroleum producing companies are there, if they are getting a petrol, if they are providing a petrol which is having what? More than 20% of the blend, more than 20%, means from the station only when he is giving, no, that will be written on the pump itself, it is written that it is petrol plus ethanol. So it is already blended. That is anyhow coming from the tank or not. Petrol tanks are going on the roads or not. So that particular tank will come with blending only. Okay, so if any oil manufacturing company is there which is producing petrol plus ethanol more than 20%, that particular company need not to give what? Excise duty. That particular country give obviously excise duty when the government is exempting. So you got a very big tax support from the government side, right or wrong? The change covers mid-level blends, while E85 fuel for flex fuel vehicles has just been launched nationwide. Flex fuel is nothing but your vehicle you can run. Your vehicle you can run either on petrol or on what? Okay, this kind of flex fuel, petrol plus ethanol. Just like many of the autos, you might have seen that they are diesel autos plus what? They run on CNG also, like that. That is called as what? Flex fuel vehicles. Flex fuel vehicles. And remember this point. Okay, this is another method of what? It's a method of what? Okay, to meet the demand of what? Energy. To meet the demand of energy. That is what we are studying for the examination point of view. Okay, blending mix. Blending means mixing ethanol with petrol in the fixed proportion. Very, very important. This fixed is important in examination. They may ask you that in any proportion. Any proportion is wrong. It has to be that in a fixed proportion. 80:20. Fixed proportion, or 50:50. Fixed proportion. Measurable proportion. You can easily measure 50 or 40 like that. Ethanol in India is mainly produced from sugarcane molasses, okay, maize and damaged food grains. So completely we are doing here recycling. Okay, biological decays are there. No, we are doing the biogeochemical cycles also. You will come across this. At that point I'll tell you the one of the method in the biogeochemical process. This is going to be one of the important area that I am also covering there. See, this is how we are doing what? Here this can be called as environment conservation technique also. Okay, so you will write the heading what they will give the examination, that which are the following or the environment conservation techniques. So they may give in the first option like ethanol building. Very true, it is very true. You are taking what, molasses, like left out sugarcane things, okay, maize, okay, then damaged food grains. How it is named like 10% ethanol plus 90% petrol means E10, E20, E20. If see how much ethanol you are blending, that will be written E100, means completely the pump will be of having what, 100% near pure ethanol. Okay, 100% it will be ethanol only. Okay, why we blend? Obviously, why we are doing this? We want to reduce our dependence on crude oil, which is also charging us 2 lakh crore, which is equal to the budget of what, Sikkim. So 2.66 lakh crore. I have heard that much of energy we are importing. So we want to reduce that bill. Remember this point: reduce the import of crude oil, and which is always suffering from what, global supply disturbances. And we don't want our economy to come down. That's the reason we have to have a sustainable growth in the economy and production activities and manufacturing activities. So we have to move towards such fuels which can add, okay, extra layer of security with regard to what, energy sources. Support sugarcane and grain farmers. That is another important spillover benefits. Cut tailpipe emissions. Ethanol burns cleaner. Okay, global warming, climate change. Here also, when I'm talking about global warming, climate change, the last chapter, not the last chapter, like I guess 9th chapter of your syllabus is having what, okay, biodiversity is there, United Nations framework for the convention on climate change, all that is there. So in that particular global warming and climate change, I'm going to discuss about this ethanol. Ethanol is one of the important area because it gives what, a cleaner fuel. So less carbon dioxide emissions from the vehicles. Again, we are contributing to the environment, and also fulfilling our panchamitras, nothing but the 5 promises that we have made to the world, which is in the form of what, intended nationally determined contribution. Every nation should intend nationally how much contribution that they can give with regard to reduction of CO2. There we have promised 5 things to the world. Okay, then lower retail fuel prices. E85 launched recently, 20% per liter cheaper than the petrol. What else you want? Okay, retail prices are going to what? Retail prices are those prices where here you are having manufacturer, wholesaler, and also what, retailer. Okay, manufacturer, oil marketing company, let us say Coal India Limited. Wholesaler is nothing but near around whatever the petrol pump name is there. Okay, Lakshmi petrol pump name. So he is a wholesaler. He will give us. Retailers are nothing but consumers. So if you are blending petrol, if you are blending ethanol with the petrol, what is happening is the fuel prices which are surging now will go down. So that is what it is. Retail fuel prices will come down 20% per liter cheaper petrol we can get. Whatever we are getting at 120 rupees or 110 rupees now, it will become what, 100 rupees, 90 rupees. And you might not be aware of this fact that 1 liter you are getting 10% increase. So in a month, obviously you might be using 50 liters per sure. 50 liter, 5,000 rupees is the inflation cost. That's why, okay, if you see per liter, it is not much. Per day, it is not much. But we will not get salary every other day. We will not get salary every other hour. We have to get what, every other month. So 5,000 rupees instead of 3,000 rupees which you are spending before, okay, on the petrol, 2,000 is going extra or not. This 2,000 you can use it for insurance payment or something. Okay, pension payments or not. Yes, to get more quality life you would have lived. But what is happening with regard to the inflation? It is squeezing your money from your pocket. That is the problem. Okay, this particular. So saw a lot of benefits are there. 4 important benefits I have told you. Why ethanol blending is mattering to us. The big picture is very simple. India want to go for energy transition. India does not want to depend only on what, imported crude oil. India is trying to find out all energy sources that makes India self-sufficient, that makes India in future Viksit Bharat by 2047. Okay, and with the help of this blending, it is not only contributing to the global stability or India's stability in the global scenario, but also helping to reduce the oil imports, supporting farmers, raise energy security, and lower vehicular pollution. All that we are getting. That's why we are actually going for the blending. The current shift, India has rapidly moved from E10 to E20 and is now considering a nationwide policy to introduce the adoption of E85 also. As the recently Petroleum Minister Hardeep Singh Puri has told. Why I have written Hardeep Singh Puri here? Make sure that in the paper one they may ask you CMs, they may ask you Council of Ministers and their portfolio. 1 point, 1 mark is also important. Every area you need to cover. That's what it is. Okay. This is the lime mint newspaper has published. You can go through that. Okay, types of ethanol blends used in India. So we are having E5, E10. Okay, E20 is also having 25, 27. Okay, E30. So these are blends are important. Low blends, mainstream blend, mid level blend, and also what high blends. So make sure that you understand that what kind of blends are there. So they may ask you low blend, okay, mainstream blend. They may ask you mid level blend, high level blend, and they will give you what the ratio here. So they may ask you the maths the following in the examination. So please make sure that you are studying this. Okay, and high blends are recently launched in where, which city? They may ask you Delhi. They will ask you in Delhi. Paper 1 important, energy conservation, environmental conservation, these are all important. Okay, ethanol blended with the petrol program, first time government of India has launched in the year 2018. This is a very important scheme that can be asked in the paper 1 and also in the paper 2. Government of India is implementing ethanol blended with petrol program throughout the country, where oil marketing companies sell blended petrol. They will only manufacture, they sell directly to us. Okay, by 2025 India has fixed the target. In 2018 only India said that by 2025 we will provide 20% ethanol blend petrol. So now it is already there. It means we have achieved our target. Okay, right. Then this is there. Global standards are very important. Okay, Brazil is a world leader. Please remember this point. Mandates a base blend of minimum 27 blend should be there for the Brazil, and for the flex fuel vehicles, the vehicles we can use both the blended ethanol and also CNG, whatever it is. Okay, E100 is also there. So Brazil is a leader. It has a proven and scalable model record is there. Study the Brazil, implement it in India, khatam. United States common blends are E10, E15, E85 is they are also using a lot. European Union E10 remains a dominant mix across all member states. India's position is what? We have went from E10 to E20. So we are also scaling very good with regard to what? This blending. One of the very, very important step towards environment conservation, cleaner gas CO2 emissions will decrease, farmer will get benefited, and also try to find out the technicalities, which I am telling definitely in my regular classes. Technicalities of this E10, how it is prepared, how it can be prepared, and what is the meaning of 20%. Okay, all that. What is a proper proportionate, and how this ethanol is used in different areas. Do we use in our sanitizers or not? That is also very important. Okay. And one of the recycling system, again biogeochemical cycles, this will also comes into existence. I hope this is all clear to you. I have given a very broader picture of that, this particular article. Make sure that you watch my classes all the time. Do share with all of your friends. Do put it on status. If you don't want to, if you're not joining, okay, at least your friends may subscribe to the courses that I have launched. Take care, have a nice day, a good evening. This is the evening time I'm recording. The court is over, I'm at home now. Bye bye.